please.
Were you off doing anywhere nice today?
No, work. So,
What do you do?
I work as an outreach, so helping young people get into university, basically. I found a job that I absolutely adore, and that makes me feel like I've got a sense of purpose going forward, because I think so many people are not lucky enough to have that. Unfortunately, they don't get paid very well, but
I think that's any sort of job now, isn't it?
When it's in the public sector, definitely.
Yeah.
There's no money in the public sector, but like I say, I think for me it was always about job satisfaction rather than money, so I think a lot of people go to university thinking, well, if you graduate, you'll get a job that is really high paying. The reality is you won't. You might if you get into certain industries, but what you do find if you go to university is often you can get a job that you care about more, which I think to me is more important.
I mean, I've spoken to so many students that have graduated and still can't find jobs as well.
And this is something I say to a lot of people, is it's all well and good getting a degree, and I'm a big advocate for university as a massive life changer, but I do think that people don't take advantage of university, because what you're getting a lot of the time, unless you're doing a degree like medicine, in which case you're probably going to get a job anyway in medicine nursing, but unless you're doing a degree like that, the whole point of university to me is to give you a chance to go and study, but also to do everything else alongside it.
Yeah, also find yourself as well. I think universities, the older you get, you kind of need some time where you're not pressurised as well to go and see what life is really about, because again, some people go into university not knowing whatsoever. Again, I've spoken to so many people that have in year 1 or year 2 changed course altogether.
Oh, yeah, I find that a lot. But I think if you don't take advantage of the fact that you've got a lot of free time to work a part-time job, to get volunteering experience, do all those things, that's why people don't get graduate jobs.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I was working 30 hours a week as a student, and I was volunteering on projects, and the only reason I found the job that I work in now is because I volunteered on projects doing a similar thing at my university as a student.
Because that's what they want to see. They don't want to see that all you did was a degree in the 3-4 years.
Exactly.
They want to see what else you did in those 3-4 years.
There's so many opportunities when you're a student. Like they'll take you on for part-time jobs almost anywhere a lot of the time. The universities themselves hire so many students to do part-time jobs, but also the volunteering opportunities are endless. The opportunity to be part of societies and to run a society, like you get so much out of doing something like that. My friends and I set up a really stupid benchball society, played a primary school sports game for fun once a week, but it led to doing a national varsity with like 8 other universities that we coordinated as a sports event between 8 universities. That then, if you can say that on your CV, it looks incredible. And it was just a bit of fun, a bit of something silly, but actually, like, it's a great experience to put down. And I think a lot of students, they enjoy the party life, and they do their degree, but they don't do a lot else. I enjoyed the party life, don't get me wrong.
You've got to get the balance right, and you've got to kind of do everything and anything, because you have that element of freedom. If you're staying away from that element of freedom, it's totally free time and it's your time. And it's not one of these things where it's work all the time. So I mean, I picked up.
But I mean, like I said, I was working 30 to 40 hours a week. I was studying and being in societies, and I was still going out partying, because I think at 19, 20, that's not the only time in your life you've got the energy to do that.
That's true.
But I'm thinking of the university will only take advantage of it, and that's what I tell all the students I work with, is between the ages of about 15 and 20, you will have more opportunities in your life than any other point in your life, and you just have to grab every single one of them with it. I cannot explain the number of silly little random internships and little opportunities to go and stay at a university, experience something I managed to get just because I searched for the opportunities and applied for every single one. And they all look amazing on your CV. They're all excellent experiences to figure out what you want, and like they make for great memories. But that only happens at one point in your life. You do really get that for about 5 years, and then
once you kind of you're right, after you're kind of 20, if you get into a job somewhere and then your time's gone, then you're stuck in this life of paying a living.
Walked outside, sun was bright, felt like everything was right. Took a big old confident stride, and the grocery bag split wide. Oranges rolling down the street, guess this is my new defeat.